On page 3, we're going to look at a couple of examples. It's going to be very similar to page 1 and page 2 together. So you're given a function, you're going to find the derivative, which will allow you to find the slope at any point using our formula. This is not something you need to memorize. This will be given to you on your test. So we're just going to utilize this formula to find the derivative. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be the limit as h approaches 0 of this function. So wherever you see an x, you're going to substitute in, again, x plus h. So this x plus h is going to get substituted in there for the x and there for the x squared. So we're going to have x plus h quantity squared plus 6 times x plus h minus 2. That's the whole x plus h part minus the original function. Make sure you're using parentheses there. And if you feel comfortable, you could pause the video and just come back and check and see how you did if you don't need to see me walking through this, or pause it at any point. That whole thing is divided by h. Remember, our goal is to plug in h as 0, but this is undefined. So in our next step, we are just going to do that algebra. So this is going to turn into x squared plus 2xh, or 2hx, doesn't matter, plus h squared plus 6x plus 6h minus 2. Now you're going to distribute the negative here. So minus x squared minus 6x plus 2. Again, this whole thing divided by h. Now you can start simplifying. Everything without an h should simplify. X squared minus x squared. 6x minus 6x, negative 2, positive 2. If you notice on one of your problems something without an h didn't simplify, check your signs. Did you distribute correctly? Did you write everything that you needed to for the f of x plus h? All right, next step, I'm going to do a couple steps in one. I'm going to factor in h out of these three terms. So h times 2x plus h plus 6 divided by h. At this point, you can factor out the h's. And this, you're bringing all the way down. So now we're just left with 2x plus h plus 6. You're substituting in h as 0, so you're getting 2x plus 6 is equal to f prime of x, or the derivative of x. So this is your solution. That's going to find you the slope at any point of the original graph of this parabola. All right, let's move on to the next couple of parts here. Part B, find f prime of negative 4. So f prime of negative 4, you're just going to substitute negative 4 in for the derivative you just found, which is 2x plus 6. So 2 times negative 4 plus 6 is negative 2. So the slope of the tangent line at x equals negative 2 is, or I'm sorry, x equals negative 4 is negative 2. And then to write the equation, we need a point and we need the slope. So we know x is negative 4. We have to plug into the original function to find out what y is. So this is going to be negative 4 squared plus 6 times negative 4. I don't remember the constant. Minus 2. Minus 2. So what do we got here? 16 minus 26, negative 10. So now we have the point negative 4, negative 10, and the slope of negative 2. So if we plug into that point slope, you have y plus 10 equals the slope, negative 2, times x plus 4. It's really y minus a negative 10 and x minus a negative 4. That's why they're changing to plus 10 and plus 4. So that's page 3. If you feel pretty comfortable, go ahead and do page 4. You can pause the video now and do it, and then come back and you can see me walk through that. Otherwise, I'm going to do that now. So on page 4, really the only difference here that you're going to notice, I've added a constant of 3 or a coefficient of 3 here. That will make things slightly different when you're finding the derivative. So we have the limit as h approaches 0 of this function. So you're going to have 3 times x plus h quantity squared minus 4 times x plus h plus 7 minus the original function 3x squared minus 4x plus 7 divided by h. So that's what that limit looks like when you substitute in the first step. Next step down, order of operations, you do the exponent first. So it's going to be 3 times x squared plus 2xh or 2hx. It does not matter. Plus h squared. Close the parenthesis after that because you're going to have to distribute the 3. Minus 4x minus 4h plus 7 minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 7. And that whole thing divided by h. Now we can distribute the 3 in this next step. When we do that, you're going to now have 3x squared plus 2hx, nope, plus 6hx plus 3h squared. And then the rest of this is going to be the same as it was in the line above. And what should happen now, as happens in all of the questions, every term without an h should be simplifying to 0. And that's what you're looking for. So let's check. We have 3x squared. We have a negative 3x squared. We have a negative 4x. We have a positive 4x. We have a positive 7. We have a negative 7. This should be carried all the way down. Everything left has an h in it, so we're going to factor that out. H times 6x plus 3h minus 4 divided by h. We can factor out that greatest common factor so that we can simplify, and now we can substitute in. So we have 6x plus 3 times 0. We're just substituting in 0 for h, which just equals 6x minus 4, which equals now the derivative f prime of x. So the derivative of this function is 6x minus 4, which will allow us to find the slope at any point, which we will do now. 6x minus 4. So in this next part, we want to find f prime of 5. So we're just going to substitute it into the derivative. F prime of 5 equals 6 times x. Oh, I forgot. Is it minus 4? Yep, 6x minus 4. Minus 4. So 30 minus 4 is 26. This is going to seem repetitive. The slope of the tangent line at x equals 5 is 26. So now to write the equation, we need to figure out the y coordinate. So f of 5, plug into the original equation, 3 times 5 squared plus 6 times 5, minus 4x plus 7, minus 4x. So minus 4 times 5 plus 7 plus 7 equals, so what is this? Get rid of that s. Okay, 25 times 3 is 75, minus 20 is 55, plus 7 is 62. Hopefully that's right. 75 minus 20, 55, 62. Okay. So now what we have is we have the point when x is 5, y was 62, and we have a slope of 26. So we're going to go point slope form, y minus 62 equals the slope 26 times x minus 5. So this is the equation of the tangent line at the point x equals 5. All right, at this point, we have a couple of examples left. In the next video, I will go over those two. In the meantime, you should practice page 5 and 6, do those on your own, and then come back and watch the next video.